Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn here with our single district where I have done a few things off camera because necessity needed. We have built the rest of the houses now running and we have potentially 104 beavers, no 108 beavers even there. Our food is dropping, which is a little bit of a concern. The weirdest thing is I don't actually feel as if it's the food dropping. I feel as if we can't harvest it in time. They're not getting all the sunflowers in time. Sunflowers are growing before they're getting them. So we need to probably put some more farms in for this. So, yeah. We have a sea of explosives over here, which are almost ready to go. We can't get the last two rows here, but we'll get some of the paths. We'll do that. Also, I've moved this. I adjusted this. It was pointed out in the comments, thank you very much, that if I was to build what I had before, I would be blocking off some of the gravity batteries, which is not what I wanted to do. So we have now built this design instead, where the gravity batteries have slots to feed into, and we can blow them up with dynamite if we want to drop them down, which we will do. We'll drop them down there. And I've built actual levees in between to try and seal the water in. I'm expecting these two and these three to work, and this one not really to do anything. It's just there because I need to run a power cable, a power line, and it made sense to put a wheel in rather than just have a line, because maybe a little bit of water will come here. It's not going to hurt. We've also got two windmills on the end as well. Not that they can build this one by the looks of it. Maybe they can. Maybe they can. We'll up this one. We'll down. We'll leave that because we want to get this all done. So, in fact, what I'll do is we'll up this one all the way. We'll up. It'll be higher. We'll wait for that to be built, and then we'll do this one. Because we want to get this connected. We need to get this connected. This needs to be powered. We're in a drought right now, so it doesn't really affect us now. But I've had to turn off pretty much everything because this drains more than these can produce, just flat. So at night time they were charging the batteries, then during the daytime the batteries were discharging, and then within about 4 hours it was dead. Power wasn't working properly. So we have got 106 explosives. We do have 1,210 gears, so yeah, this is full of gears as well. I forgot to disable it, so we've got loads of gears. Gears are good. We could probably never have to build gears again, so I'm going to leave them switched off for the moment. But you'll notice here, it says we have 8 injured beavers. When the explosive factory was running, we actually went up to 31 injured beavers, all in one go. 31 of them, which was just wow. Wow. So I kind of figured maybe we should build a medical place and actually get some medical stuff going. So yeah, that's probably what we're going to do now. I need to keep an eye on the food. I think it is dropping. It is dropping. So actually, first and foremost, let's do the food, shall we? What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark some areas. Don't do that. And then we're going to put in more farms there for sunflowers. And then they can also double up for the carrots as well. We do not need that many there. I'm honest. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. And then we need to build more farmland over here. But over here, we're going to put in a small area of dandelions, or down here. But basically, this here is going to become our medical section. We're going to have beds down here. We're going to have medical hut. We're going to have probably some dandelions as well. I'm not sure how many beds I need. We do need to unlock medical hut, so let's do that now. Boom. Something else we haven't done is we don't have any science running. I should probably do that. So I'm thinking we'll put the medical hut like here. We'll put in medical beds, and we're going to want, I mean, I don't know how many we need. But as I said, we went up to 31 injured beavers, and that's because no one was getting actual, like, being killed. But more beavers are going to get injured over time because no golem's going to be working in the hard factories, so it's going to be difficult for them to do so. I'm thinking, what if we did 2 rows? 9. 9, yeah, like that. Okay. Then what I'll do Let's try and get this in the centre, shall we? It'll make a bit more sense if we put it in the centre, I feel. Oh. Can't rotate buildings. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. So it's these ones. Boop and boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 5. Okay, so we're going to have 10 each side. Put the healer in. We're going to have 8 each side. Because I want the healers to be able to get access to them. Nice and easy. No, we're going to do this. Put one like that. So we're going to have 8 each side. That's 16 beavers. As I said, we had 31 at some point. But with the healing, we got some beds up here, haven't we? Yeah, boom. Yeah, with medicine, I believe they heal way quicker than that. We could, in fact, add. Do you know what? We'll add some more beds. You don't need that many dandelions. So, and you've got to remember, they're not always going to be running. So, we'll do this. And then I'm going to put in a gathering flag. Like this. More so, just for aesthetic purposes, I'm going to turn around this here. Gathering flag can go there, opposite. And then behind it, we're going to plant dandelions. Now, there is a problem to this. In order to plant dandelions, we need to have a forester down here. So we're going to have to temporarily build a forester. Because foresters are the ones that plant them because they're considered trees. Interesting, but yeah. Okay, so we'll do this, and I'm going to make the construction site of the forester more so we can start planting them like now. Yeah. That'll go there. And then we've got some spaces for doing, I don't know, flowers or something. I don't know. Haven't really unlocked anything here. But we've got a space there for doing something, so anyway, we've got a little medical area at the end. Cool. Cool. Awesome, that's what we need. I did have to put in these water tanks because we started seriously struggling for water. The water went down like dangerous levels. I think we were under 200 at one point, so I built these here. And I built this here because I don't really want the storages, I just want to get more windmills going. So, yeah. And one problem is that I built this whole thing so you can go through like this. You can't go that way. So, well, you kind of can off the end here. We'll get up there. That's not a big major problem. So we want to put in the windmills. 1, 2, 4, like this. Then we want to basically just copy what we've got here. So that one and that one should be connected. This one. Okay. This one go this way. Go down there. Like that. And then that connects all of these to all of them, and they all have power connected. Which is awesome. I did mirror them as well. They are kind of mirrored, so this one is rotated so that we can get power connected across the top here. Not that we need that because we're running the power. Oh yeah, we're running the power across the top to there. But I connect the two together as well. Just because we can. So I'm going to do that. It makes sense. Connect the two together so they're all connected up. Yes, we're going to have more tributes and things in, so more power can be gone around and other bits and pieces. Our tribute was built as well. Cool. So everything is awesome. There's a windmill built. There's that built. Let's increase this because none of this is connected. Build this. And then also build this. Priorities. Yeah. Okay. So some of these they can't reach, like that one's too far away. So I suppose we're very close to explodifying this. Let's remove these here and put in like this. We'll get that built. We'll explodify that. And we'll get the medical area built. There you go. Boom. Medical area is built and done. That should be enough dandelions. I very much overestimated how much dandelions you need for things. because you don't need anywhere near the amount of dandelions I thought you did. So that's all good. Can I get rid of that? Thank you very much. Boom. We have another area down here for planting trees. This is all going to be maple down here. We are running up here with these trees here. What I'm going to do as well, I made some space here. We're going to put in more lumberjacks here because I've noticed that by the time they get out to about here somewhere and about here, they never chop these trees down the end. They never get to them. They grow before they get to them. So we're going to do that. These are set to be, well, they can just plant whatever they want to plant. They're going to plant maple all around. Forest there for it. Everything seems good. Everything seems fantastic. Hopefully the water wheels will kick in and we can start getting some power going on. And with the power, we can re-enable some machines. Not that we need to be honest with you. Although we're down to 86 explosives, so we probably do want to. Paper we're good for, sort of. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. So we've got many things to do. So let's wait for things to be built. We'll be back. The water is back. The wheels are spinning. Everything is connected, and we have a lot of power coming in, which is awesome. We can turn this back on again and get some things going, but we're going to hold off. We're going to hold off because we need to get some of these built and get some things going so that we can start actually producing more wood because we're consuming more than we're making. Speaking of consuming more than we're making, food. We've run out of sunflower, which is a bit of a problem and a bit of a concern because I'm sure I figured this out. I think I figured this out not for 54 beavers. I don't think we figured it out for half. I think we figured it out for less than that. I didn't go back and look. I said I was going to. I didn't. But I think we figured it out for less than that. So we don't have enough food being made. Something else that was pointed out as well, which I completely forgot about. We are playing folk tales, which means we get the beehives. The beehives speed up production. So I don't know why I didn't think of that. We could have done this, and I would have designed the fields differently. I would have designed the fields enough to put in beehives at set points and done that way. Although we still can. We have the opportunity to do that. These walkways are just kind of here because that's where the walkways are. So where the walkways between the buildings will be. Doesn't really matter, but there is a drawback to beehives though. They sting beavers, so we're having up with even more injured beavers. Really what we want, so meh. But anyway, speaking of injuring beavers, let's play with explosives, shall we? Press the button. The game is paused. Remove the UI. Look carefully and enjoy the view. There is something so satisfying about explosives. I don't know what it is. There's something satisfying about it. Every time. It doesn't get old. At least not for me. So, okay. Let us now. Yes, we can go forward like one more. So, do this because two more. Technically, we can go forward two more. Every stair you go up, every level you go up on, it takes 2 walking distance away from the edge. So when you go up, you lose 2 instead of just 1 that you would do straight. So when you blow down 1, you go 2 forward, which means now we can get access from here to all of these. Or at least we will be able to once we do other things. So we should be able to get access to all of these, blow these up. We can get access to, not that one just yet, but we will be able to. These we're going to struggle with right now, but once we blow them up and we put a line in elsewhere, we'll be able to get more, so that'd be fine. Okay. So What I should have done really is put the farms inside. It wouldn't have mattered. Even if I put the farms in the centre, it wouldn't have mattered. This field is just too big for them to harvest. So we can either put beehives in and just assume that they're never going to plant to the end. We could put the 3 in here and then put beehives in as well. And that would help. Beehives more than double more than half the crop. So it takes 4 days. If you put a beehive down, it takes less than 2 days. It speeds up stuff really, really fast. You'd think it'd just double it. So, you know, the growth, instead of taking 4, it takes 2. But it doesn't seem to work that way. It seems to do it way more than that. So, like these instead of 5 to take 2.5. No, they'll probably take about 2. So, beehives are really, really good. Like, really, really good. So, I think we are going to go for them. And then we're going to go for leveling this terrain out here, I think. Because we can do that. We can do it. It's in the future. We can get the dirt excavator, which picks up dirt and makes dirt piles with it. And then we can get the terraforming station, which places dirt down in the world. And then we can place terrain blocks. So we can do that. But all that requires a lot of science and golems. So in order to do that, we need science. We need science. So what science do we have? What science? We have the inventor. We have the observatory. Now I kind of want to get the observatory sort of now, because we've got almost 5,000 science, and the observatory, this takes 1 hour to produce 1 science using 1 beaver. This takes less than an hour to produce 10 science using 4 beavers. So even if you say it's an hour, round up to an hour, and it makes 10 science with 4 beavers, that is 240% faster than that. Because you'd have 4 of these would be 4 beavers, and that's 4 science in an hour. This is 10 in less than an hour. So this is 250, 300% faster than that. The drawback is it requires power, and also it requires pine resin to build. It doesn't require treated planks, which is good because we don't have any treated planks. So let's build this, and I'm going to put it down here. It's 3 long, so we can put it down here on the end here. It could sit down here. We can put it back here. We can put it over here. Why don't you put it on the end here, actually? It seems to fit in quite nicely. Yeah, I think it'll fit in quite nicely there, next to our gear workshops. We do not need this many gear workshops. Really don't. Really, really don't. You do not use that many gears. Kind of overkill. Yes. So we'll put it down there. That will get power from the whole grid system. And that will start producing us the science, which is awesome. We could also do with getting some well-being going, because that would also help our farms. The well-being system was overhauled a while ago, and I think I've explained this about a dozen times, but I'm going to do it again. Previously, you had specific things that do specific stuff. So, like aesthetics would give bonus to harvesting, and fun would give bonus to growing up, and knowledge would give bonus to working. They're all specific things. So if you gained that bonus, it would make you work faster in a certain field. So you'd put the bonuses in certain places. Now it's overall. Beavers just have a well-being level. This beaver is 10. And at 10, he gets 20% working speed. Which means wherever he works, he does the job 20% faster. He makes it faster. So in farming, this guy works in the farming here. Instead of him taking, I don't know the exact numbers, but let's just say, for instance, he takes 4 hours to harvest a crop. That's not right, but just say when he walks up to a crop, it takes him 4 game hours to harvest that crop. At 20% faster, it means he will take 3 hours to do it. No, 3 bit hours to do it. It's 20% faster in everything he does. So pumping water is 20% faster. Working in the science will be 20% faster. Working in these buildings here, instead of it taking 3 hours, it will take 20% less because the beaver is faster. So you want to increase that, because obviously here it says the next is well-being of 15. If we can get to 15, he goes up to 40% faster. They also walk faster, so they're not hanging around. They walk around. So they do that. Run around and getting from home to here or to food is quicker, which means more time working. And they live longer. Now this is something that I didn't really think about. It doesn't apply so much for the folktails, because folktails only breed when there is space for houses. If the houses fill up, like we get to 108 beavers, there'll be no more kids born until a beaver dies. Then there's a space, and then a baby is born. So you never get any homeless. The iron teeth, this makes a big difference, because this affects how long the iron teeth live for, because they have their vats. So it's much more important there. It does help as well, because the longer a beaver lives, the more they can work, so the more stuff they can do. Kits can't work. Baby beavers can't work. So if they're, say, an adult, a baby for 10 days, and then they live for 10 days, only half their life, sorry, and they're an adult for 10 days, only half their life is spent working. So you kind of lose the baby, the kit version of it. So have them live longer means more work, which is fantastic. Also, if we can find any 3. There. Boom. You. Off. The well-being increases how quickly they grow up. So it increases this bar here. If you get it up full, they literally are a baby for about 3 days, and then they're fully grown and working. So you really do want to get this up. This is fantastic. And the life expectancy, I think, is applicable. The earlier they get the bonus, the longer they live for. It's 20%, not to the end of their life, but 20% every day. I think it's a little confusing. I don't know the numbers under the hood, but anyway, we want to do that. We want to get some more well-being going. So how do we do that? Well, you do it with decoration, for one, and you can do it with other things as well. Let's go back to the bunging. The basic needs here, obviously, they have food, they have thirst, they have sleep, they have shelter, and they have wet fur. We haven't got any wet fur going on there. That's an easy one to do. So you get 5 just from the basic needs to keep them alive. Then each nutrition gives you different things. So grilled potatoes give you +2, maples give you +3 because that's more complicated to make. If they had access to a campfire, they get +1, and a rooftop terrace. We do have some rooftop terraces, not enough here, so we are going to have to add many more in to do that. Campfires as well. I messed up. I was going to put campfires in, and I messed up and didn't leave a gap for it. We started putting the food directly up against it, so I don't know quite what we're going to do for campfires, because they have to be placed on ground, so not sure how we're going to do that. I mean, we could move the farms over. That would not be difficult to do, especially if we choose to go beehives. I think when we go beehives, I might redesign the farms. I don't really want to invest too much into these. We do want to put these farms into here. Get things. I'm talking a lot rather than doing things, but I'm explaining this. Getting distracted, sorry. Aesthetics. These are the easy ones. Roof and shrub. These are the 2 easiest ones to do. Now let's do these. So roof. Off. Let's unlock the single roof. Shrub. Let's unlock the single shrub. These give an area of effect to whatever building you're... Let's do. So you see any building that's in that range will get the bonus to it. So the easiest way is to come to your houses and just put them on the roofs, and then it will transfer the happiness to beavers as they're sleeping. You just put like one here, and then put a roof here, and that will cover all 4 of those buildings. And same here, same here. And that's the easiest way to do it, and that's usually the way I do things as well. Just so much simpler, so much easier to do that sort of way. The other way I do like doing it as well is I like putting it above the roof. That makes sense. So you put it above the roof. You put a roof above the door to make like a little porch, which is quite nice. But we can't really do that here because of how I've designed this build, because we've got this power pole running across. Let's move the power pole. Kind of tempted. We're going to move the power pole because I want aesthetic one. So we're going to put in bum, 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 like that. And on top of that, we're going to put the roof. This is just my preferred way of doing it. You can put them anywhere. But and then that will give the bonus to the buildings around it. Bonus to the, which gives them roof, which is just 1 plus well-being. But it's passive. It just works. It just does the job. Shrubs are another one that you just kind of put in places that you want to put them into. So we could put a shrub there, would get all of those buildings. The shrub there, we get those 2. Put a shrub there, get those 2. You can also, again, put them above the building. So this, for aesthetic purposes, I think we might do this because again, let's change up in here. I don't think we want access up here. I don't think we need beavers coming up here doing things. So I'm gonna get rid of this path up here. It's gonna become just an industrial area. No beavers work up here. No beavers come up here. Maintenance is not needed on these things. Thankfully, you watch. I'll throw an update out in a minute, and we'll need to do maintenance on buildings. Screaming, no! Could you? Could you? We'll put that there. Yeah, boom. Okay, and then we'll do here, and then we can put shrubs up here. That's not a shrub. That's a shrub. 1, 2, 4. Don't need to put this many down. One here can get all these 2 buildings, and we'll get these 2 here. I'm just doing it because it looks nicer. I like it like this. So you got the 2. It looks pretty. Okay, and that's what I did say I was going to try and do something like that at the start of the episode, start of the series. So we're going to try and make it look a little bit better. It's compact, but it's good. Roof access is a thing that I wanted to do, and I don't think we're going to have the ability to do it. There just isn't the space here for it. So maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. I'm looking and I'm thinking there may be a way to get up there, but I don't know whether it's a legal way or not. Let's unlock a bridge. We'll give this a try. We'll give this a try. So what we'll do is we put in a platform here. Nope. No, it's not. It's not valid. It's not. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. My brain was telling me something that was a lie. I thought we could put stairs up here and then bridge over the top of that, but we can't because the bridge would have to be here. And we can't get to there. So I don't think we can actually get up onto these roofs. So I guess we could put tributes and things up here, or we could put other things, because you've got scarecrows, you've got statues as well, which can go up there. We can do other things up there. We'll figure that out. But that would increase some of our happiness as well. If we can get to 15 happiness, that would be great, because then we can get more beavers going. And as I said, I think we're going to move the farms over. And we'll do campfires, like just a complete row of campfires down here. Like 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, or however many, and we'll move all the farms over by 1, which should be fine. And we'll rejig how the farms go. Let's unlock the beehive before I forget about it. Boom, there you go. So the beehive is exactly the same as like with the aesthetic things. You put down and it covers an area of influence. So like here, for instance, pause the game because I don't want them to build it. We'll put 1 here, 1 there. That's convenient. There you go. And that is the size of the area. So those 2 beehives would cover all the farms. So if we put that here, 1 behind here, and then 1 here, and we filled this in with land, it would cover this whole area, which is awesome. And as I said, they speed up, I'm pretty sure, more than twice. So 1 there, 1, and then that would need to be 1 there. So we'd have to have either less here, or we'd have to figure something else out. The way I normally do that sort of thing when there's a gap that doesn't work that way, I try and get it like this, so the edges grow slower and the center grows faster, because you lose so much for the farms being in. And we will definitely need more farms as well. Definitely more farms. We might even need another row of farms up here to harvest them, because when they grow fast, they grow fast. But we'll do that later. I think I want to get the farm. No, we won't. We'll do it now. Who am I kidding? We'll do it now. Because otherwise, everything's going to be bad. We kind of want to make this bigger as well. I think we want to make the crops bigger, or maybe even smaller. No, we're not going to do it now. We're going to leave the episode here, because I kind of want to do other things and blow up more stuff here. So let's arrange an explosion so that we can move crops. We can move crops. Let's do this. Bomb. We'll blow that up there. We'll move all our crops up by 1, and then we will be able to harvest more things. Be fantastic. And we'll put the beehives in, and everything will be absolutely wonderful. Might have to. So we've got 47 unemployed beavers. I think I'm going to pause some of these buildings and drop our beaver population, because we're gonna run out of food. We're gonna have problems. We're gonna have problems. So yeah, let's pause these 4 in here. Yeah, we'll pause these 4 in here. We'll let the beavers, we'll let the population drop. It's going to be a long time because beavers are now living to be quite old. So it's going to be a struggle. But we'll see. We'll get more in here, and then we'll hopefully do that. We might, things might go wrong, and we might end up like loads of beavers dying. A bit of a problem. We'll see. We'll come back next time. We'll carry on from there, and we'll see what happens. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Until then, as always, have fun.